Guys, how's it going? This is Dr. Chris Collier with Elite Chiropractic and Performance. Today's exercise for the prehab vault is not really an exercise, it's more of a kind of a thing to practice to get better at exercise, and it's just hip hinging, okay? So when we want to get people to get better at using their hips or hinging at their hips, we have to start at different avenues depending on how easily the patient can do it. So what a hip hinge would look like, so if I were to have you bend over and touch your toes, we want to see the hips start to fold and your butt go back, kind of in this fashion. Or if we're going to squat, the hips hinge backwards as we descend down into the squat. A lot of times we see that the person doesn't know how to hip hinge, and instead they like to bend mostly with their lower back, their lumbar spine. So as they go to touch their toes, it's a lot of this. So what we want to do is start to introduce what it feels like to hip hinge. And so how we do that is we use a dowel of some sort, or a rod, a stick, a golf club, a broom, really doesn't matter, but you use it to cue things and help you drive your butt backwards. So again, this exercise is just hip hinging with the assistance of some kind of rod. So what I'll do is I'm going to take this pole here and I try to have it touch my sacrum or my tailbone, and then all the way up into the back of my head here. So as I've got this thing pinned down, then I start to practice bending forward. So I bend without letting either end come off of the spine. So I'm bending forward, keeping everything still in this fashion. So this feels pretty normal for me, but I've pretty much ingrained this into my brain to do this every time. A lot of people will start to bend and they want to start to flex at their spine. It feels awkward for them. So this is just, again, something that I have them do throughout the day. It's just practice. So there's not really a, do 3 sets of 10, or anything like that. It's more to practice. So what you can then do is once they start getting the initial hinge part down, then we can maybe groove it into a squat to teach a better squat pattern. So I'll have them bend forward hips, and then we'll start to bend the knees. And so you're going to try to combine the two into a good solid functional movement. You can do this standing, also kneeling. So it's the same concept as I'm on both knees. I shift my butt back, and then I squeeze my glutes all the way up. So again, same concept, you're just pushing the butt backwards, or in other words, hip hinging. So start to include this into a routine, just practice it. So if you're doing a lot of lifting or yard work, gardening, things like that, you're gonna wanna have to start to do this. Otherwise you're gonna wake up the next day and your back's gonna be killing you. So, and then, factoring in like actual weightlifting or exercise, this is an absolute must to do. So if you have any questions, let us know. If not, I'll see you in the next video.